Okay, also. Weekly Shorts. In week 3, you see I got author metal on all the tracks, can you believe it? My positions 52nd, 60th, then 485th, 381st, and 45th. Uppsala. So I have 3 pretty good results on the tracks. Played them only on the first day. We will now check the world records. Let's go back to medals. On this track here, I don't know the world record times apart from this track. I saw already that this was a 0.20 something. But yeah, for my guesses on this track, I was talking with Lars about it. It is either a 17.0 something or a 16.9. This, however, I have no clue about the time yet. I don't know what the world record did. But you can surely get so much crazy stuff on this that I would say 19.89. On this map, it's only at the finish where you... Yeah, okay, a bit in the starts. Yeah, let's say this is a 17.81. And here I say... I mean, I hunted this quite a lot. But probably another line in the finish was better. And the question is, did someone do the bug fin? Also, yeah, I would say now that people actually managed to somehow get us up here. But yeah, then I say 20.92. So we will now check what the real times are. I haven't seen these replays yet. I tried to not open any YouTube videos, also with the new tracks. First of all, we got the map Tornado, and it was a 0.28 by Eltan Quetta. So we add all the players and let's see how they drove. On this map the question was a bit, is really everything no slide or can you drift? And he does drift actually. He does drift. But he was slightly behind the others for a moment. He got here a very good no slide though. Yeah, wow. But this is already super interesting, no? But if you compare it with, for example, Maniac, then you see that the others are going no slide, like all of them. Only the world record is going for the drift. And this time was also so unclear. It was so unclear what is faster, but it's really cool to see that in the top 5 the world record is the only one to go for the drift. And it's not the reason why he has world record. Alright, yeah, this is the first map. Let's go to the next one. A 17.08. Well, it's a 7.0 then probably. Yeah, no 360 in the end, but yeah, overall very, very good. So basically, and also add the other players. So basically what happens here, first of all you want to keep grip as good as possible here. Then you want to avoid the water, like at a meeting with my friends. Lars was also there for one day, like into the new year. And he was also talking a bit about this track. Also very important that you don't touch the water here. No, you want to go inside, but don't clip with your right tire on this. And Linko got this very nice, the others obviously as well. Then you have to release here, you see he's not accelerating so that you don't jump. There were different ideas, like you could also on purpose jump into a bug slide, but as it looks, everyone is doing the strat to just barely keep grip, but the most difficult thing about this is to keep also the gear. Yeah, and then the question is like, how far on the right side are you doing this transition? No, but Lingo is going very tight through the checkpoint, has now more airtime, still jumping more to that, but it still worked out. Yeah, they are all quite close. Lars is here actually slightly ahead. And then you have this very important transition into the ice. Also here were different options. No airtime on top here, or that you actually bounce a little bit and turn your car in that small airtime that you get with a bounce. But Lingo was definitely slowing down. Yeah, and then for here, I had a very wicked 360 my first finish. But yeah, very important is that you finish as inside as possible with such diagonal finishes. But also this worked out nicely for Lingo. A .089 was safe enough for world record. Let's go to the next track, which is the plastic map. So I said something with 19, right? 19.89. Let's see. It's 18.98. Naja, almost. I knew it will be crazy. I couldn't really say like how much you can gain, but it was obvious that you can get here a soup that directly leads to that CP. He got that very nice. He actually just drove there. Aha, that's an interesting find. Ah no, I wanted to check again, what does he press here? Ah yeah, okay. So what did he do then for comparison? He goes just there, but got a very good soup. Wow. And then he also goes for... How did he make the jump? Huh? This is barely soup potentially, okay. And he just bonks there and it works. Oh my god. But this is also like the funny thing, no? This is a name that you don't really know. He goes just for the ultra YOLO lines and it works. Even though in the start he didn't even go for the YOLO. But for Corny's flight in the start, you definitely need more air control, more car reactor control than what he is doing. Now, he just goes straight, and then he got more zoop than others are doing with this bound, like with this bump there. And he doesn't have to do much, like, no, everything just works. And here he's just going PF and it works. Also, yeah, interesting. Let's have a look at the next guy. There are of course huge time gaps. He's also going here. He was actually slowing down. Oh god, he must have had a good ending. He is pretty far behind. Yeah, this is good. Holy shit. Also he is doing the soup strat from Ban the Diabetics, but is then doing the wall hit that Corny does, turns around and lands perfectly in the finish. Then Nice, who is a reactor player, is kinda equal here, so he has a similar ending. Yeah, he goes for this. Incredible. And then we have this guy who goes for Corny strat. Just... nah, not faster, okay. But he had definitely more potential. Interesting finish idea. Very similar to what Corny did this run. Very similar. Okay, next. Yeah, these are the last week's records. So this map here, shit, I must have misclicked. Oh, this is so laggy. If you click on this, is like they should delete this button. So we have a 17.61 actually. Suzuvi. Let's have a look. Is going full no slide here. And now comes the ending. The ending is the interesting part. Okay, he goes straight, not landing in a bug slide. He has such a huge amount of speed that he jumps that far that he gets not a big airtime. And he has this kind of wobble. And because of that, his nose goes down into the finish. Which makes this run fast. There are actually big gaps, like on such a simple map, he's 800s ahead of second, which is occupied by Link. And Link went for this strat. Ooh, nice. Let's have a look at Tito. Interesting that this works. And that it's still fast, I'm surprised. Yeah, you see like how much Yannick had to release to get into the finish. It was all about this landing, all about this bounce. Semifying went for this YOLO landing. But the YOLO ending didn't win this battle. Susubi was just jumping straight against the uphill and got low airtime and then nose down, and that was it. 20.38, a whole second in front of me. Yeah, let's have a look at this run. Here's the start, I had that decent. I had a very good drift here, let's compare with Lingo. Yeah, I am next to him, but I have a different line. Yeah, okay, he hit that perfect. Okay, let's have a look at this ending. Also first of all, in this drift, he manages to keep the gear, but exit far right. And now he goes far left, like right after the checkpoint arch or arc, he's going to the left and aims for between the trees. And we will compare it with the other records from the other players, but seemingly this was now the best strat to do. This precise part here. This tree was often then in the way for me. I tried that not often. But when I tried it, then this tree was in the way. You see it's also very close for him. He gets a lot of wobbles and wiggles, so he doesn't actually get much of a slowdown, and that made his strat very good. And then he managed to hit the finish kind of perfect. Also really crazy. And the question now with a bug fin is, yeah, I don't know if the bug fin would even be worth to go for. Also this was a very, very good finish. Let's compare it now with Scrappy. He is equal to Linko, he also goes for this. Still tight. Oh, he goes for... Huh? Okay, this is interesting. I haven't thought that this makes any sense. It's basically backwards into it. Okay. Now Yannick, he lost a lot of time in the beginning, but also goes for this strat. And also hits the finish beautifully. Oh, and then we have a completely different line. Okay, this is interesting. So here we have Faint Nobody, who has a kind of poor start, but he has to go for it for this line. And then this. Okay, a completely different line. That is interesting. Also, first of all, he goes here for an awful line, but he has to slow down anyway quite a lot. And has to hit the penalty crest here in a very good angle, so that he has the perfect angle now to get with as much speed as possible, as tight as possible through this. And then he gets the airtime here, so he overjumps quite a lot. The difficult thing is, however, that this goes very strong downhill here, so you have to really perfectly jump into the finish line so that you even make it there. Like if you land before, then you basically jump against such a strong uphill, no, it's immediately super slow, you don't even reach the finish. But he managed to exactly land in there. And got a very good result with this. Completely different line. And then we have the techie guy. The standard line. Yeah, so I actually wasted a lot of time with my strat. I was pretty sure that some kind of bug slides will be the best thing to do. So this is what I went for. For comparison. So now, the ending result. Yeah, how did it end up? We have Lingo, who had 2 world records on map 15 and on map 12, hence with 97,000 points. The most scoring player, no, Virtual had 110,000. Also 97,000 points for Lingo. And then in second, third and fourth place the other world record holders. And Yannick's now in the top 5 without having a world record. And with lower than 40,000 points, because the world record immediately gives you 40,000. Yannick has a top 3 position here and has a top 4 position here, so he's twice in the top 5. The other maps I didn't see him in the top 5, but he must have also some more good positions. Alright, so myself 61st in the top 100, but trophy wise it doesn't really matter, apparently. Now we start with discovering the new tracks. Here we go. And times are secret. So I try to avoid full videos of people discovering these tracks. But from 1-2 tracks I saw small clips. Also the Best of Twitch Trackmania YouTube channel, like Milmi, he uploaded a Granati clip from this track here. Something about keeping grip somewhere. I forgot what it is though, so it's all fine. But yeah, it's all about this jump here, I guess. No, okay, no. Can just do that. Okay, then let's see. I'm not sure here in the start how much I have to release. Yeah, okay, this should be good. Just need to find a good way of landing. Nah. But this would be the general idea how to play this map. I think he kept grip in the downhill. But at the moment I don't know how exactly this would make sense, like how would I do this? So you have to basically see where that finish is. I can jump towards the 20 there. Okay. Yeah, and then I have to just YOLO into this finish. Let's see what kind of position I get when I hit that once. Let's just finish this for now. 5,400 position with this, but obviously this wouldn't be very good. I wonder how many players are still playing these maps. Like, it was very strong in week 1, but most likely it went down a lot already. Ah, the landing is shit. 3,500. I mean, I can finish a very, very bad first try and then we know. Ah. 24k, okay, nice. But also not nice, because it's definitely much lower than what we had before. Also, especially than what we had in week 1. Okay. So this is 1,900, it's not really good. I mean, there are some parts I'm not really happy with. Still feel very unsmooth. Okay, but this is also not in the top 1k. Can I actually do this? Can I drive outside? Ah, shit. Most likely than not. Like, yeah, but this is what I thought about. How do I get the angle perfect? Or let's just release here. This is what I meant. This is what I did wrong. Okay, okay. So there's more to gain. Definitely. I'm pretty sure that it's possible. Like this, I'm jumping too far left. But basically, I want to avoid jumping up. If I jump from the left side of this road, then I'm jumping up. But I don't want that. If I jump further middle or even from the right side, then this wouldn't happen. But I have to release to even stay on the road. So either I release here and try a really sick jump, or I release basically in the air to land beautifully in the downhill. I mean, this is still very difficult to hit, that's for sure. And just go for around something like this. Was not good enough yet. Yeah. Didn't want to. I didn't plan to jump so far, but it's still better than my PB, so I continued a bit. But yeah, just landing here clean. This is everything. The position that I have on the map basically also told me that now. That I have to work on my starting strat. It's still a bit annoying, this ending. Like, I'm pretty sure the world record will have it extremely smooth. Some parts, I mean, maybe in the end it's a bit of wobbling around. Wait, why is this not faster? Surprising. Oh, now finally I have gotten it. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah, okay. 410th. 277th. Yeah, this is much better. Okay, I think I take this. No, don't want to have the discovery too long. Roshenko. Next map. First try, 2855th and author time. Oh, this is a skill map. Yeah, but again that is so tight. Yeah, most likely no cuts on this track. When you're just on road with walls around you. It's just very tight driving and drifting. Maga, Rakle, Massa. Massa has handled it. Pretty sure who Maga is and Rakle. In the end it just looks like a tech map, like of course weird tech. Yeah, went way too tight. Have to learn how tight and how wide some of these corners are. There are only two main parts on this track. You want sick exit speed there, but how do you do this the best? I think you have to do a small neo slide again. Because if I just go for a super tight exit here, then I can still... maybe it works. It really depends on how I get this left turn. This is, by the way, not nice to try. Yeah, we will see. For 114th, like, this is easy to get to this position on this map. I mean, look how bad I got this. Upsala, why do I drift? Nope. I mean, here I should go into the top 100 now. Let's get rid of the ghost. Ja. Top 100. Did I say that at the start of the round? Then it's worth a clip. This should get top 100 here. But I meant, of course, a time that is then staying top 100. Is it this one? That's another PB at least. Hello, Katsi. Like, I still didn't really hit these corners all too good. It is surprisingly easy on the skill map. I don't know. People probably didn't really try too much here because this is kind of a boring weekly shorts map. When there is nothing to discover, no hidden lines or something. It's completely clear how you have to drive this map. Very unmotivating for many players, I assume. Or demotivating. It's the word. Yeah, so far there are not really trophies in the weekly shorts. Also at the moment I cannot really tell. On the track of the day it's of course worth something. 1 trophy 6 I think. And yeah, my horn is basically when I press my stick with that I'm driving. If I press it down on the gamepad and it activates the horn, and this is the Euronics horn from the brand Euronics. Doi 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 doi. Oh, made it around. I will overtake until the finish line. Boom. Ah, it could have full speeded the last turn. Unlucky. Maybe one more improvement, right? Because it's so obvious that there's still so much more possible. To be honest, for me it's more motivating if I play a map where I know the correct lines. Because, no, for example, last week I hunted a map quite long, but I hunted it with wrong lines, so basically I hunted it for nothing. Yeah. So when I have a map where I know what the correct lines are, then I know that it's worth it to improve. Ah, I ripped it. This was so good. Wasn't sure if I need a small drift or not. Yes, Bourbon Kit, but it's just a discovery. I'm of course not full hunting for world record here. But in theory I could also end what kind of time I currently have already. Ah. Sometimes I'm still slowing down too much. Really don't need to do it. Okay, yeah, this is... Some of these turns are quite difficult to remember. There is a second apex to the right. Now that I wanted to go really inside and get a nice line for the left turn, I realized that. This is okay. Yeah. 34th. I'm pretty sure that stays top 100. Let's just keep it there. Okay. What happens if I click on it? No. Okay. Yeah, what is this map? Also here I saw a very short clip, but I barely saw anything from the track. So this is Fragile Effect. No, AO8 stairs, this is the part what I saw. What a map. Okay. The thing is, the fragile effect doesn't really matter when you ice slide. But now we have to 360 this. There's of course such a part in between where you're not really ice sliding, there it might matter. Not sure. Yes, he's still playing sometimes, but he's not doing much anymore. This is why Katsi joined the stream earlier. Nice time. Also, yeah, I'm not really very skillful in terms of 360s. I didn't do them too much. I have an idea what I want to try. Let's see if I get a run. Burn Bakels in second on the 360 map. I'm just not getting this Ripman. Like here it's missing, it's not coming. Not sure if that's because of the fragile or if it's just logic that I cannot get it. Maybe it's very tight with the angle, maybe it's the angle. Ah! Maybe I go like this. Okay, I'm in the I'm 326 though, it's not too bad. But I have the feeling it's not as good anymore as it was in the previous weeks. It seems to be much easier to get such a position. Like in week 1 it was not simple to get into the top 1000 on the map. Also on the weirder maps, I mean. Fortunate. Maybe like this. Yeah, maybe I have to let my nose down. But holy shit, do I get fragile. Like, this is also always so random. I have no idea how that works. I have no idea how fragile works. Is that pure random or is there an idea to it? What would you say, Katsi? In such stairs, is it pure randomness or is there... Can you kinda control to not get as much fragile? In theory, I would of course go for the flat landing, but also those flat landings, they always have a different result for me, and here an early airpack would mean I hit a stair earlier. I'm not really sure if that's a good idea. Yeah, these stairs, with how much fragile effect you get at the landings. There were also some other tracks that I played in some random challenges or in weird competitions, where you had a fragile effect and then a huge jump in the landing, and sometimes you see like records just landing and barely having any fragile effect, and you wonder like how did that work? Or is it just pure randomness that they didn't get as much fragile there? Yeah, so it's all about the speed. Ah! I'm really also unsure with the line here in the start. Now I got a lot of red shell here already, when I tried to keep the grip kind of. My first instinct was of course, let's just jump, because on the ice the fragile effect doesn't matter, but in between... Also within the ice slice it doesn't matter, but otherwise it doesn't matter, so getting good speed for the ending stairs also comes from having not as much fragile effect before. No, but I thought about this jump, because it doesn't really feel very fragile. Yeah, so I never would hunt for world record or something like this. Also because I don't know if I would miss something, but you could do better. That is of course also absolutely not my style, B60 and then the randomness, I don't know. Oh, I got such a bad gear, shit. Damn it. Such a bad exit speed. Want one more improvement. I mean, I know that it's possible. Because my stairs still felt slow in my PB. But I didn't really get it better yet. I don't know. But definitely there are no hidden cuts in those maps, no? There's also scenery everywhere, right next to the track, with big walls. Which means it's definitely not possible. Ach, Mensch. Maybe I should have gone next already after my PB. How late? Okay. Okay. Let's do 3 more minutes maximum. No matter if I improve or not. Yeah, it's... You need a specific angle, then the 360 works. This is what I think, how it feels for me. But having this angle so late in the corner is the problem. And now I had basically the angle, but you see, I have to do the 360 so early, then where I'm not fully around the edge yet. But I was close to hit it. Yellow on out. And I'm sliding out again. Ach. Was not a good start, I believe. Exactly then I get this. Yeah, with my worst start, no? It's Still, at the finish I got very, very fragile. I have the feeling you can lose less there. But this is exactly the 360 that I was aiming for. This was very, very good exit speed. Came from way too inside into this. And sliding out, but look at this, minus 20. So I have no idea about Fragile. Downhill is already tricky. To get this optimal. Please. Okay, another improvement, but I was behind, obviously. But yeah, soon will end. But I got 2 more PBs in those 3 minutes. That's at least something. The gear, no? I would like to keep that gear. Yeah, like this. It's actually already tricky. Shit, look at this. I have 2/10 of a lead just because I kept the gear in this downhill. This is already crucial. This is so tight to keep that gear. Damn it. I mean, I'm not far away from top 100 on this track. Wouldn't have thought that. But yeah, time to end soon. Few more start attempts, this is a good one again. And another PB. But a super, super tiny one again. With too much fragile in the end. Okay, let's go next. Author time quite long. Okay. Aye. Very creative map. Okay. Can I jump as far? Did I get there? No. That would be the optimal. Also the ending here is the crucial section, that's for sure. Just doing this is not so nice. Want to try something. Nah, not really. No, that doesn't make sense. I would like to land over this uphill. This is what you have to aim for. I'm pretty sure it's possible somehow. It must be possible somehow. This makes a difference then. Because it's quite annoying to slow down, to land and down in this and go slowly up. You can of course jump and slow down in a way that you manage to land at this downhill here. Not sure. Unclear. Okay, also landing in a downhill would be better than just landing flat. Not far enough. Reminds me of a desert map from Trackmania Original. And I was just... It was possible, the world record got it, but it's... You were just not fast enough to clear one jump perfectly. It felt so not nice. To know, like, it could save you 3-4 seconds if I just overjumped this. But it was so difficult and just didn't work. I improved by 916,000 to be 915th. Also I can say that the records are much more difficult to get on this track. This has a chance. Yeah. Yeah, we are close to it. Depending on if I'm ahead or behind, I will decide what I do. So the thinking is pretty simple in other parts of the track. Here you just land in the downhill. You wanna jump as far as possible, just barely under the checkpoint. And you don't have to release a lot if you jump off from the side, like what I try. Jumping off from the side of the uphill. Rip. And then, as you land already right before the uphill, it's seemingly better to just release. And just take the downhill here. Yeah, this was bad, there was a bad gear change. Oh shit, eh? There I definitely don't want airtime. If I get the start too good, then I'm getting an upper gear before I jump off and I can't make the jump then. It's very difficult to not touch this wall if you try to jump from the side. It's not enough. Ah. Why you need it so perfect. Yeah, got the upper gear. And now I actually released. I don't want to jump that far to the left. mean, I probably do already too much. I can also just release here in the start. Look at this. It's also fine. I'm already fast enough. This is the shit. Ugh. Ja. Ja. Minus 4/10. What the heck? Hello, Harry Keeper. Okay, but now I got these minus 4/10 without that fast fin. That was pretty good. Upsala. This is annoying with this upper gear until here in the beginning. Holy moly. Now I know that I will get the upper gear, so I release. But then I cannot make the jump. Like, how would I know how much I need to release? $60. You have to do basically the quantum slide. If I was jumping a tiny bit further, then I wouldn't have had this nose up thingy. But yeah, I'm happy with this. Let's go next. What is this? Okay, this looks very suspicious to me. And we have 4 checkpoints. Here is 1 checkpoint. We cannot really cut to this because there's no elevation change. There's the next checkpoint, but now we do have elevation change. Here's the next checkpoint, and then we go all the way around, but most likely there is no cut. Of course, if you would go back over the anti-boost somehow into there, it would be a bit shorter, but no, it's never faster. Never, ever, ever it's faster. I thought this could be a cut map just from driving, but no. Well, yeah. Teach me the lines. Yeah, first of all, I have to figure out myself. I released a bit, but probably too much. Yeah. This is the line cutscene. Look. You see how I released there? All the time, yeah. So this could be no slide here. And the question is, do I just over jump the downhill or do I still want to release this? Not sure because of the red boost. So here, still no slide, then we have to at some point drift. Ah, God. Yeah, and keep the drift. Keep the drift. That should be it. $410th. Ach man. Ah, I'm next to Granadi. Yeah, I don't know if I really want to land there. What a snipe for 0.89. Ugh. Not really happy with my first drift. Okay, I'm way too outside. Ay, ay, ay. This is a better start, slightly. I should... Ah, okay. Jumping further. I found Lars as well. I found Granadi and I found Lars. Okay, with Chardenas I didn't realize, I didn't really look at the other names. Not too much of a release. I mean, this is an interesting map. It's kinda almost something that I would like to hunt. But the question is always, why would I? Like, for what would I hunt? What is a bit suspicious is the names in the top 5. Apart from Scrappy, I don't know any one of them. And also from what the map feels like for me, and I have a good position on it, it seems to be full skill map. An absolute full skill map. I'm not completely sure yet if I want to land in the downhill or not, but it feels like a complete skill map. You have to decide where you drift and where you no-slide, of course, but there are 4 kinda unknown names in the top 5 next to Scrappy. This is a bit surprising. Maybe they just hunted it long, I don't know. Ah, RIP, this checkpoint was exactly in the way. But did Scrappy drive this time in his Discovery YouTube video? I doubt it. I haven't checked, of course, but I would doubt. It's very confusing where to drift. Drove world record there, okay. But of course it was very early. Like, was it this time? Like, you get, of course, world record on the first day with much worse times. Have to make Ghost off. Five more minutes on this track without Ghost. Yeah. Of course, you cannot know if the .32 is still the same time that he has now in the leaderboard. It's secret. But okay, that's quite a bit faster then, still. But I also feel like I can improve this by quite something still, if I hit it nicely. Maybe even a start. Like, this could be a much better start. Now I just only have to hit this here for once. Ah, this was not good again. Yeah, I have to start the drifter. It's super confusing though, like this doesn't feel right. Okay. Wow. Ja. Yeah, I improved. I'm ahead of Lars now. Ha! I stay with Lars, but I'm ahead now. I think I keep it with that. GG. Alright. So here are my positions. Again, like last time, 3 positions, also 3 tracks in the top 100. These of course will drop still if I don't try further. It doesn't show me anything here yet, but it should be a top 100 position currently. And then we have, yeah, 5 different world record holders in the top 5, I would just assume. And Katsi having the most points of them, otherwise.